everybody, Grid21 back with another video, and I know that I said that I would do a office room tour video, and I've been hinting this and not doing it, and I thought, well, I had my camera out, even though I haven't made the changes on my office I wanted to do. I was just like, you know what, whatever, fine, we'll do it now. So here is a office room tour of everything. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just go through what is in my desk, so excuse me while I flip my camera around here. Okay, so this is basically, excuse me here while I get a grip here. This is basically my desk here, as it stands right now. You know, as I mentioned on stream, I have like these these triple monitor displays and stuff. So these are two Asus VS247H monitors. This is a Dell monitor. I don't remember what the model number is, but this is what I've been using lately on stream. You guys have sort of seen in the background and such. It's been helpful for streaming and such, and I love what my computer is doing right now with that screensaver. That was really cool. So that's sort of the big distraction out of the way. These are the monitors. My keyboard is a Razer Black Widow Chroma keyboard. I've been using this for, I don't know, a couple months ago. I've already had to have it replaced at least once because I think the W switch or something went bad on this. And then I have my Razer Black Widow Chroma keyboard, and this is the mouse. This is for my camera. This is my AudioBox USB, which plugs into my Electro Voice RE320. So that's what you guys hear me use on stream and such. I love this microphone. It's like one of the best microphones I've ever used, and I really wouldn't use anything else honestly up to this point. And since I'm over here with the speaker stuff, this is a M Audio. I think this is an AV40 speaker, and there's this one on that end. Oh, by the way, there's a little Lego car, so that's cool, right? So there's this on this end, and then on the other side there is this one here, and they sort of like attach over this long audio cable and stuff. So that's basically how that all comes together. And then for the subwoofer, I've got let me go down here. I've got a Yamaha subwoofer. I don't remember what, if I can read it. Well, basically it's this Yamaha subwoofer. You guys can check it out. It's really, really good. I love the way it sounds. It's very, very punchy. It definitely carries the lows beautifully and stuff. And of course, you guys know about the White Yeti, which I've done a video which you can check out right here in the card stuff. So these are my headsets. This is the A50. This is the A40. The reason why I have two of these is because I originally started out with the A40. And I liked it. I still like it to this day. I actually use it with my phone, but it's cabled. So I actually felt myself tripping over the cable quite a lot, and it was really frustrating. So I got the A50, which a couple of my friends have, and said that it was a very, very solid, and I can definitely agree. It's definitely a good headset. This is the base station that goes with it. This is version 3 of the base station, or actually version 3 of the headset, rather, altogether. There's actually been a couple revisions since then. This is now the 3rd generation of that. So, other than that, I guess like the other crazy thing to explain is the fact that my AV setup is like ridiculously complicated at times to explain. So maybe I can try to explain in this video. So I've got this generic RCA 4-port switcher. Okay, so the computer, DVD player for checking my DVDs, which is actually... The DVD player is actually right here with my Nintendo Switch dock, my Xbox 360 controller, and a little, the charger for this and stuff. And of course my Switch goes here and goes my Elgato and all that kind of stuff. I'll explain that in a minute. So, anyway, so this is a 4-port switcher. So, DVD player, and I believe this is actually my AudioBox USB underneath. And basically the way this works is that if I want to hear the computer, I hit input 1. If I want to hear the DVD player, I hit 2. If I want to hear this, I hit 3. And basically this allows me to carry one sort of audio cable, and it's kind of hard to see, but there's one cable that goes off into a Y splitter, one goes to the subwoofer, one goes to the tweeters. Of course, as you know, you audio engineers will understand, you know, tweeter versus subwoofer and stuff. And it allows me to just reduce the amount of cables I have, even though it doesn't look like I have that many reduced or anything, but it makes it really, really super easy. So that's kind of how this works. Now, what's great about this is that this has got this little cool little, focus please, camera, please, be nice, no? You're thinking? It's like my phone doesn't want to focus for some unexplained reason. Let me see if I can fix that really fast. Come on, you. Come on. Dude, what even? I don't know what it's, I don't even know. Oh, there we go. Maybe that will work. Yeah, no. I don't know what it's looking at. It's weird. Well, anyway, it's got this weird, okay, you know, that's really bugging me. Hold on a sec. Alright, I fixed the focus because it was just really, it was going to really, like, bug me if I didn't fix it. So, it's basically got, the AudioBox USB has a couple different dials. Now, when I mentioned about the input switching, what I can actually do is either have, more monitor, or I can actually hear myself with a live playback by switching this mix dial here, and then the monitor adjustments are here. And it gets crazy when we start talking about the headphone jack. So in the back here, I've got a Y splitter. So it goes off the headphones, goes into the Y splitter. The one on the right goes to the computer line in, and I'll explain that in a sec. The one on the left actually routes back to my base station, which then routes into my headphones for me to listen to it at night when I do mixing at night. But the cable that's on the right, the reason why it goes back into the computer is so that I can actually do music streams. So that's what you guys hear is actually the headphone out of the AudioBox USB is actually off the headphone dial right here, and I can actually adjust that individually for myself and for stream. These two are the inputs for the microphones. So this one goes to this, and this one goes to this. So that's how that works. Now for the video setup, it gets a little bit more crazy. So back there, it's kind of hard to see. There is a device by Rockfish. It's a 4-port HDMI switcher, and input 1 is the computer, input 2 is DVD player, and input 3 is also is actually now the Elgato. So the way this works is that I have my Nintendo Switch dock right here, goes to this HDMI cable, goes underneath, routes under the computer, goes into the back where the Elgato card is, and then routes back out from there into the switcher. And then from the switcher then goes to the main monitor here. Now what's actually going to change at some point is that this monitor, this Dell one here, is actually going to get swapped from where it's currently sitting now to here. And then once I get a 2-arm mic arm adjustment or mic boom, what's going to happen is then this monitor, which is the one that has all the inputs, is actually going to get moved over here on top of the DVD player. So this will actually look a lot cleaner, hopefully at some point in time. Unfortunately, as you see, I've got cables literally going every freaking which way possible, and not by choice, really more just by, this is just what you know, this is what worked in a really small place. This is my Logitech webcam, which apparently needs dusting out for some odd reason. I think this is the C920, and then this one here, which is the Studio Cam, which you guys always see. I think this is the, I don't remember which model this one is. If you guys know which one this is, go ahead and put it in the chat, or not chat, I'm thinking Twitch, haha. Comments, yeah right, chat. That'd be funny on YouTube. So anyway, go ahead and put in the comments if you know which one this is, because I don't quite remember. But that's just being held on to by a jobby, and then I literally just zip tied it in place, and then the cord goes down back there. And the amount of routing that's underneath, that's behind the computer, just is insane in general. So basically I have dedicated USB cards for all the things that happen on the computer and stuff. And I can see my camera's not liking this white balance, and it's kind of bugging me a little bit, but whatever. Anyway, so that's basically my setup. It's nuts, but it works. Some other devices under here. Let me get, sorry, hold on. This is my battery backup, which I've done a video on, which you guys can check out as well. This is basically just all the plugs and all the power that that goes on and stuff. So even if the power goes out, I don't lose power on my computer. That actually gives me a couple extra minutes to properly, cleanly shut down my computer, and it actually will regulate the power, so the power going to the computer is line balanced and is, you know, is clean power and stuff. So that's that. Over here is another power conditioner, which just has some extra peripheral devices in here, and of course my DVD player, just, you know, nothing interesting, whatever. Let me see also. My guitar amp, I use it just to plug my guitar into. Unfortunately, my guitar stuff is put away but maybe in a separate video I'll talk about my guitar gear. This is my recording stuff. This is a compressor by Behringer. Basically what it does is I use it to reduce the signal going off my board, my pedal board, into my interface, so I don't blast out my interface or anybody really listening either on stream or through some like TeamSpeak or Discord or whatever. This is not being used right now, so the goal is when I either get my own house or if I get some more space, these two are going to get rack mounted, and then that power conditioner is also going to get rack mounted, and everything's going to go into the power conditioner for most of the audio stuff, and then the computer is going to get its own dedicated line, so this will all be like rack mounted in a nice little area with the guitar stuff. And so that's eventually the end goal. As for when that will happen, probably not till I move out. I don't know when that will be, but at some point that's the goal. And just some extra generic stuff. You guys know, you see all the cables and everything. So I have like XLR cables, I have USB, I've got 1/4" RCA. I can never have enough 1/4" RCA, and honestly it's getting to a point where I can never have enough of these guys. Some power cords, just some other random mishmash of stuff. Ethernet cable as always. This is sort of my tech drawer, but I can't get it open. But this has more audio stuffs in it that I use, or if I need to use, it's there. And just some general, like, whatever junk and stuff, like, you know, my pedal board box, or pedal boxes and stuff like that. Just, I mean, you know, it's whatever. It's kind of a mess, unfortunately. And my guitar shelf, which has stuff on it I don't really want to show on camera. But yeah, anyway, so that's kind of, like, mainly most of it, honestly. It looks a lot better probably in person than it does on camera. Camera never really does anything justice, honestly. Let's be honest here. So, but yeah, so that's basically it. I'm gonna have to do so much adjusting in post. It's gonna be nuts. But yeah, anyway, so I guess that's it really, and other than just my wall, and holy crap, the exposure is ridiculous. What even is this? Okay. The camera's not so smart. But yeah, so this is just kind of like my wall stuff I just sometimes write on the wall, calendar, little Bionicle guy sitting on my my speaker. It's a reason why I have Legos on my speakers. It's sort of a nostalgic nod to how I got started in this kind of stuff. I've never really talked about like my story about how I got into media, but at some point I might make a video talking about that as well. If I feel really ambitious today, I'll go ahead and do that. Of course, my lamp, which is the backfill light for stream, and then of course I got this really nice fan light. I'll reduce the brightness. Got this nice fan light which helps fill the room very, very nicely. I don't even need to really buy studio lights because the whole wall is white, so it really balances light very well, which is cool. My bookshelf of stuff which needs cleaning out at some point in time. Just more things that need organizing. I mean, it looks like a mess, but it's really not. It's actually not as bad as I've seen some other desks and stuff, so really it's actually more put together than you might think it is. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Go ahead and just, you know, comment below with questions or whatever about, you know, my office space and whatnot, or anything you might, you know, want to know, or any of the gear that I use. I'm not going to put a full, like, gear list on in the description. It just would take way too long to write out, and I'm not, like, it's not like that big a deal, honestly. It's just, you know, anything you can pick up off of, like, Amazon or Best Buy or whatever. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and check out my streams on twitch.tv/Grid21. Also, I have merch now, in case you guys didn't notice. Got a Guardians of the Grid t-shirt, and there's also a Grid21 t-shirt as well, so if you want to get some cool shirts, you should totally check out the merch. Thank you to Skits Design for printing the shirts and selling the shirts for me. I get a small kickback when you guys buy those shirts and stuff, and just help support me as a streamer, as a content creator. I would really appreciate if you guys would check it out. Again, link in the description. And until then, I'll catch you guys later.